The biggest lesson that I had in my first business took me 2 to 3 years to understand. And once I understood it, it got easier. And not only did it get easier, but all of my businesses were predicated on this one singular lesson. So I was making and selling paintings. And I noticed that every time I made a painting, it wouldn't sell. And I was thinking I'm a failure. But then I realized that every time, without fail, there is a percentage of paintings made to paintings sold. And that percentage was about 10%. So I needed to make 10 to 12 paintings to sell one. And instead of being butthurt, I realized that that's my percentage. That's my win rate. That's where I have to go to sell one painting. And that's the accepted rate that I took. I realized that that's 10%. So if I needed to make a living and survive, barely survive, I had to do about 2 paintings a day, 1 to 2 paintings a day in order to sell 3 of them every single month. And the point is that I got there. And you know what happened in just a few months? That percentage increased to about 20% because I got better. By doing more, I just got better. And that percentage increased. And that was the lesson. The lesson was that it is not black and white, fail or succeed. It's always about percentages. And in my next business, I had a 100% success rate. Well, 95% success rate. Every single thing that I did made me more money than my painting business. And that was the point. I jumped from an opportunity that had a lower percentage to an opportunity that had a 100% success rate. All I had to do is put in the work. And now I started another successful business. It's not that successful yet, but it's a third business. Why would I abandon a business that has almost 100% success rate? Every time I do things, I get success. Well, it's because having 100% of $1,000 cannot compare with having 20% of $100,000. Understand that if you really look at the percentages, always understand that 100% of very small amounts is bad compared to a smaller percentage of huge amounts. And that's the point. You have to look at percentages. Most people, and this is key, most people cannot tolerate a 0.01% failure rate. If they failed once in 1,000, they're probably gonna give up. But most people don't even understand. If they get unlucky and they have a 1% chance or a 0.1% chance of failing, and they get the wrong try, they just fail at that 1% chance or 0.1% chance, they get unlucky and they could have had a 99.9% chance opportunity, but they fail once. They will never try again to find that percentage. Never, because they will say, I tried, it didn't work. No, try enough to find a percentage. There is always a percentage. Try to find a percentage. Don't try to find if it works or it doesn't. Try to find what's the percentage of tries that you have to do in order to get success, in order to get sales, or whatever it is that you want to do. Understand it is always a percentage game. It is always percentage and not black and white, and not fail and succeed. It is always like that. And it's been true for all of the businesses that I've started. This is the one lesson that has carried on from business to business to business, from every one of them. I have many more lessons, but this is one of the best ones. Understand that you have to bet on yourself more times to find what's the percentage rate that you will have a return. And once you do, That's what you have to do. You have to increase the number of bets that you put on yourself to actually increase the amount. Because that's how life and business works. It's all about percentages. It's all about percentages. And understand that the more you can tolerate lower percentages, the more you will win. Because you understand that it is about doing more to get more. You will always find ways to increase those percentages if you continue down that path. If you don't, you're probably not going to have better percentages. The only way that I could get from 10 to 20% in the painting business was by doing more, by actually taking that deal and just profiting off of that deal. And soon enough, 3, 4 months, 5 months, however long it was, that percentage increased, doubled. It doubled because I realized something else. I realized how to sell better, how to promote myself, how to put this image that I have better success, how to be a better artist or whatever. It increases only if you accept it and you take advantage of it. If you don't and you refuse to take advantage of the only opportunity that you have at this moment, because if you have an opportunity where you know the percentage and you have an opportunity where you don't know the percentage, the one that you know the percentages is always going to print money, as opposed to the other one that has a chance of being a lower percentage or a negative opportunity where it doesn't have any opportunity of making you profit. Understand that that's how it is. And the more you invest in the opportunity that you have, the more you learn. And when you change the opportunity, you will gain more lessons from this one, the old one. You will be able to apply it to your next opportunity. But people are not thinking in percentages. They're always thinking in black and white.